What's going on, guys? I'm going to talk about my Top Step account that I've had, my funded account, and really just in general how crazy it's been since I started this funded account, and kind of what it's looked like, how my trading's evolved, and just generally give an update on everything. So this is my funded account. I'm actually down on my funded. I think my total balance right now is like negative 200. So I think this is still accurate. I haven't taken any trades today. So total balance is like negative 182. And what's interesting is this is my 30th day on the challenge. So this is just the last 10 days, but I kind of wanted to show you this first, right? Because this is pretty uneventful, just straight across the board, nothing fancy. But if you open it up to the all-time, it starts to get a little bit more interesting. And I just figured that my equity curve for this funded account is so interesting that I wanted to show everybody. And really, I guess what I learned from it and how you can possibly learn from my mistakes and stuff like that, and how I'm going to try to move forward with the account. Right off the bat, I had one winning day and then I just collapsed. This was $1,000 loss. I hit Top Step's daily $1,000 threshold. This was an emotional failure. It was a mentality failure. It was just a failure all around. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I've done my searching. This is about a month ago. Had a decent day afterwards, but then on the fourth day, I did the exact same thing again. So you have these $2,000 days, and within day 4 of being on a funded account, I am down almost $2,000, $1,500, very, very close to blowing the funded account within 4 days. So I did some soul searching, and I very quickly, I didn't have anything set in place. I didn't have any of like the personal daily drawdown set. So I made sure that I immediately set up the personal daily drawdown to, I think I set mine originally at $400. I have since backed that off again. So like my personal maximum loss is now $300. So even if I absolutely tilt again, like those first 2 days, the worst case scenario, it'll be $300 loss, which is less than a third of these 2 drops originally. Since then, I have, again, during the soul searching, I realized like I need to just slow down, stop swinging for the fences. I got some really great advice from a buddy of mine, which he basically told me to size down, and I was trading NQ, one NQ contract with both of these days. And so I sized down. So I have moved to micros, and I'm actually trading, originally I was trading about 3 micro contracts, and now I'm kind of in between 1 micro, 2 micro, 3 micro, really just depending on the day, the particular trade setup. But I've just been getting just small winning days and just trying to slowly build back up. So you can see a couple of these winning days: 60, 160, 150, 388, 225, 134. What started to happen as I get here is I am working on not losing a lot of money. That's kind of my objective, is like, how do I make sure that my risk is mitigated? And I'm kind of at the point where I'm being a little bit too risk averse. And so what you've noticed is that, yes, there's not a lot of like huge losing days, but at the same time, there's not a lot of huge winning days. And I think what's starting to happen is I am still in the 1 micro time, or 1 to 3 micros. But what's happening is I'm getting into these trades, and then I eventually choke out the trade because I'm moving my stop loss so close and not giving the trade enough room to breathe, so to speak. So a lot of these days could have actually been winners. So I'm treating these past 15, 20 days of this funded account more as a learning experience for me to kind of gauge like, okay, if I'm trading NQ, if I'm trading Platinum, if I'm trading ES, like where can my stops be where I'm not going to be in fear of losing this money, but also where can these stops be to not choke out my trade. So again, it's a lot of moving parts, but I'm really proud of this so far as kind of like this build back from these original 2 bad days. So I'm really just proud of myself for being here. And now it's just a matter of putting trades on and not being fearful of risking my capital. You know, at the end of the day, scared money is not going to make money. So I am in this position now. I'm super happy to be here. I have this funded. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. And, even if I lose the account, I can always get another one. It's not the end of the world, but I am trying to get to a point in my trading career where I can hold on to funded accounts for longer amounts of time and trade them like I would a personal account, right? Not cycling through a ton of funded accounts and thinking I could just get another one, but really training my mind to say that this is my account and I want to build it and accumulate funds over time and kind of build that capital. So it's not sexy, it's not pretty, but right now I'm still learning how to protect my downside, but still being able to give trades enough room so that I can actually take some winning trades. So it's really kind of the main point I wanted to show you today with this account, just to kind of get a perspective of, one of the craziest equity curves on a funded account I've ever seen. So let me know your thoughts. I'm kind of messing around with strategies. Again, I've sized down a little bit. Still using supply and demand as just kind of general contextual framing of my accounts. So I still frame up my zones, my areas with supply and demand levels, and then I try to take shorts out of supply. I try to take longs out of demand, and then in the meantime, just generally looking for basic price structure, higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows. Trends, things of that nature, and just seeing how it all shakes out. But I'll be sure to share everything with you guys a little bit later, and I appreciate it. See you next time. Peace.